Alright, let's look at the homework 1.3, problem number 10. Alright, so let's look at part A. So g of x is 2x plus 1, and h of x is 4x squared plus 4x plus 6, and which is a composition of f, which is an unknown function, with g. Alright, so we have to apply some unknown function f to 2x plus 1 to get 4x squared plus 4x plus 6. Alright, so let's try that. Alright, so let's try to get this. So we have 4x squared. In order to get the 4x squared, we can probably just square 2x plus 1, to square 2x. So why don't we start with 2x plus 1, and let's square this guy. Right? So then if you square that, you end up getting, so 2x squared would be 4x squared, and 2 times 2x times 1 is plus 4x, and 1 squared would be 1. Alright, so we got that, and instead of getting 4x squared plus 4x plus 6, we actually get 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. So all we really have to do is add 5 to it, because instead of 1, we want 6. So we can just add 1 to it. Alright, oh, so not add 1, add 5, that's what I meant, sorry. Add 5 to it, so that you can get 4x squared plus 4x plus 6, which is exactly the same as h of x. Alright, so which means that we want to take g of x, square it, so take g of x, square it, right? Then add 5 to that. Alright, so that would be the function f of x. Alright, for part B, it's kind of the other way around. We know the outside function, but we want to find the inside function g. Right? So let's look at the f of g. So f of g of x. Right? But since we already know that f is 4x plus 8, so it's going to be 4 times g of x plus 8. Right? Then we want this guy to be 4x squared plus 4x plus 4. Right? So we can easily find g of x. Right? So in order to isolate g of x, first I'm going to subtract 8. So 4g of x is equal to, and 4x squared plus 4x, then you're subtracting 8, so it's going to be negative 4. Right? Then we can isolate it by, get rid of 4, divide through by 4, so we have g of x to be, so divide this guy by 4, x squared, divide 4x by 4, you get x, divide negative 4 by 4, negative 1. Right? So we found the g of x to be x squared plus x minus 1. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, so f of x, we found that to be x squared plus 5, and the g of x to be x squared plus x minus 1. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got both part A and part B correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.